extremist about how they say things, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you can say it in a nicer way while conveying the same thing, generally. Because during my 18-hour stream, Ocarina of Time, I was doing a single segment speedrun of the entire game, 100%. I was doing an archery minigame at the end of the stream, and I was doing very badly at it. And then there was this guy who came into my chat and just was saying, like, that I sucked at it. And I'm like, well, if you're better at it, then you go ahead and beat this record. Like, people who...
I think you even had in your title, like, basically don't expect it to be good.
Yeah. I forget.
Which is what I always do when I'm not expecting to be good, too. Like I did with my Mega Man playthrough yesterday. And that went over well.
I'm not a speedrunner by nature, so my run was very unoptimal. Like, let me emphasize that my stream was already 18 hours and 30 minutes long, and it was not even over yet. Like, I was at the last part of the game, but a actual speedrunner of the game, like the 100%,
no!
the 100% speedrun world record of Ocarina of Time is like 4 hours, or maybe even 2 hours. So it was like something ridiculous like that. That's over 10 hours faster than my blind speedrun of 100%. Well, I say blind, even though I played the game many times, but it was the first time I was actually speedrunning the whole game from start to finish. I don't usually do things fast or optimally. I just play the game the way I want to, usually. But in that run, I had to actually try to optimize what I was doing and how I was doing it. So of course it was going to be bad, and by 18 hours into the stream I was very tired, and when I'm tired I'm irritable. So already I was in a bad mood from not doing well at that archery minigame. Then someone just comes into the chat and says I suck. Of course I'm gonna be annoyed. I knew I wasn't doing well. I don't need people to say it so rudely. I don't think I'm too extreme about it. I just think
like, the damage is nice, but God, I need help.
I just think if you're gonna be rude about something intentionally, then you're probably just an asshole.
So what game overed you, Kale? Was it the fucking Malboro Menace or whatever the hell he was called? Because that guy's an asshole.
But I think that's where I shall end my discussion on.
Oh wait, this freezes
my chat.
them? I thought this
chat
was the one.
Has nothing to do with Oron's chat.
I thought this was the one that just caused fear status. I was wrong.
I will say, however, that like
I want this actually.
if I was ever a moderator on your chat, Oron, I would just do as you or like wanted me to. Like, I would not generally try to impose my own views onto your chat. I would go by
that's what a mod should do.
Because I hate it when mods abuse their powers and try to run the chat the way they want to.
So, like, you were appointed as a mod because the person wanted you to mod their chat to, be their chat.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to be controlling in someone else's chat.
Don't just add your own rules.
How I run my own chat does not reflect how I would run other people's chats.
Oh god.
I think that that's a sensible approach. Like, everyone has a different approach to their own chat, kind of.
I'm living on the edge right now. Oh, yep, that's the Malboro guy. He's a piece of shit.
You know, one
You
thing
want to
that
carry
kinda,
first strike for that. Make sure someone has first strike.
one thing that kind of bugged me about the beginning of Final Fantasy X is, like, the beginning of the game is just, like, boss fight after boss fight. It's just in your face from the very beginning. It's like, oh, here's this boss thing that I'm fighting. Oh, here's another boss thing that I'm fighting. It kind of felt like that when I started the game. Not very far into it. I got to, like, the first actual temple. You know, those temples where you do those stupid puzzles?
Yeah, the Cloister of Trials.
Yeah.
Man, there's no soul heart in there. That sucks. Nice. Okay, that'll give me some soul hearts. Ah, much better. Let's see what's in here.
It's actually kind of funny because, like one thing I'll never forget is that because of how my personality is, like, when people first deal with me, it can be kind of hard to deal with me. Like, when I was first introduced to one of my friends, Mr. Needlemouse, like, he didn't think very kindly of me at first because he thought I was kind of awkward to talk to. Like, he's even gone on record.
Pretty good friends whenever he actually shows up.
Yeah, me and him are great friends now. Like, after he adapted to how I am, like, he realized I'm actually a good-natured person. I just am kind of a very, I guess, passionate person when it comes to my opinions.
I'll just go in here. Oh, good, the haunt. This won't be bullshit or anything.
Like, I mean well, but it kind of doesn't come off that way sometimes. I usually try not to be an asshole. In fact, I kind of make a point not to be an asshole, because I don't like it when people are assholes.
Motto. Don't be an asshole.
So it's just interesting, like, of course everyone's different, and I am definitely a unique person just as anyone else. You probably won't find too many people like me.
Man.
I mean, there will obviously be people that are similar to me. That's going to
I
happen.
think I'll take the book. It's the only thing I can really afford and have some chance of survival.
What do you think is the best book in this game?
Book of Belial, because it guarantees you double deals, and it's a +2 damage up every time you use it. It's a top tier item in my opinion.
Also, I'm gonna play an RPG myself. I'm gonna play Xenoblade Chronicles 3D.
Yeah, exactly, Kale. When you go in the Mega Ruins, you really want someone with first strike. Highly recommended. Or else it's just like a ticking time bomb of when you're gonna be fucked over.
One thing that also is kind of interesting with our, like, culture, I guess, and friend group, like we kind of have our own style of talking that is pretty unique to our group, because we switch from like serious discussions to really silly things pretty much randomly, and we get sometimes extreme with both. Sometimes we go really deep into existential issues, and sometimes we go really ridiculous with how crazy we can get. Like that one time that there was someone in your chat who was talking about what was it again? It was like
Sucking balls.
oh yeah, sucking balls. That just led to us talking about it.
That was a good time.
We got really extreme about how ridiculous we were about that. So you get a variety of serious discussions, silly discussions. I'd say that it brings a very unique experience to
No.
our chat. Like when how we talk on our own versus how we talk to each other is very different, I'd say. Like if I'm just talking to my stream, I'm very, I guess, timid, because like unless someone's saying something, I don't have a whole lot to say, because I usually respond to others. I'm terrible at talking to an audience that isn't saying anything. I find that I'm just bad at live commentary, so it makes it easier for me when I'm talking to someone like you guys, because then I can think of things to talk about. But even sometimes when I'm talking,
chat drive the conversation.
yeah, that too. But
I just talk about the game when it applies, and otherwise I just let the chat drive it.
But unfortunately, my chat has no activity because I don't stream that often. Like, I have maybe 35 followers, and
Yeah, what I would do if I were you is just talk about like, the game and, you know, your thoughts on what's going on, basically.
yeah, treat it kind of like it's a Let's Play. And since I Let's Played for a few years, I should definitely do that more. But I find that even when I was doing a Let's Play, I was bad at live commentary. I usually did post commentary because I found it easier when I could actually think about what I was going to say, rather than do improv. I'm terrible at improv. I think one thing that I'm trying to do is get better at live commentary through streaming, because it forces me to do live commentary, because you can't do post commentary for a live stream. Well, I guess you technically could, in a way.
I've never
like,
really been a fan of post commentary. It lacks the emotion that live commentary has, like that.
That's a good example.
God damn it.
That wouldn't happen in post commentary.
No. They suck.
I prefer live commentary. I just usually used post commentary because I found it easier to do.
Oh man, I'm not as good as I used to be, and I only took like a week off of playing. I think a week ago me would have been able to dodge that.
You would have been able to dodge that about a week ago. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That hurt. Damn it. I'll be right back, and I'll try to regroup.
Okay, I guess I'll just try to entertain your stream. So let's see what might be interesting to talk about. If you like space